Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to another wonderful stream of the Outer Worlds. Trying something a little bit different with the stream, so far it's working good. I kept the bit rate the same, but I upped the output to 4K. So it's basically it's picking up my game in 4K, but it's downscaling it to 1080p, which I think should help the quality on YouTube a little bit. I don't really know, so I'm gonna do. I'm gonna save this stream in the game as soon as I get there, and if something screws up, then I guess I'll just start back from where I started, make a whole new video. But hopefully it'll look a little better, because I noticed when I was on YouTube watching some of the stuff over that it looked. The colors seemed washed out, and it looked a bit, I don't know, it just looked kind of off. Like it didn't look as crisp and sharp as I'd like it. So I'm just kind of trying some different things. Yesterday I was going to stream, I ended up doing a defrag on all of my hard drives to try to fix the issue we were having where Streamlabs was freezing up and crashing. I think it was due to lack of memory, but I'm not 100% sure. But I did that, and so far the computer's running like way better. So I'm hoping that that fixed that issue. Our Celeste Keaton, I wonder if I can steal that off of her. I'd like to know what's back there. I probably can't. I'm gonna try real quick. I mean, what do we got to lose?
What? What was that?
She don't have her key on her.
I saw that.
You did. You don't even know how to get back here to me.
What do you think you're doing?
Nothing at all.
Yeah.
She was like,
Long.
oh, alright. Okay, well, we can definitely pickpocket people. I wonder how we get her card to get back there.
The sooner you find me that leather, the sooner.
Oh, that's
I
right, we
can
gotta
get
do leather. I
started.
forgot about that.
What can I do for you, darling?
Nothing. Alright, well, let's go back to... I think we need to go to... Oh, where'd I park my ship? I think we need to go back to Monarch. We may need to go to Monarch and Terra 2. Or Terra 1. We're on Terra 1 now. Or are we on Terra 2? Can't remember. Let's see, look at our journal here. 10 primal leather, 3 Raptidon flank hide, Manta Queen. So, primal leather we can definitely get from here.
Some
Planet
crew
we're on.
members are causing a disturbance on the ship.
When are they not? Go to Edgewater.
We are now in orbit above Edgewater, Captain.
Alright, so we'll find some... Looking for Primal Nest. That's where we need to go. Alright, Primal Nest. I don't really want to take anybody with me, I don't think. Actually, you know what? Why not? We'll take Nyoka and Felix. We haven't taken Felix anywhere in a while. Still loads a little slower than I'd like. It's always a cause for concern. It's loading like really slow. There we go. Maybe it's loading everything in before it actually... Because used to it would load me in and you would still see things kind of like loading up. Seems like it doesn't do that as bad now. Alright, Primal Nest. Straight this way. This is probably a pretty nice little area at one time. Yeah, we have just cleaned this place out, man. Looks like the stream's a little laggy. I don't know if it's that bad. Kind of jumpy. I don't know. Like I said, it might look a little bad for a little bit. We'll kind of see. A lot of times the stream looks sort of bad, but then looks better once it uploads. So. Oh God! Don't throw rocks at me, you jerk! Oh, they're coming. They're coming around here. Let me get a gun out that I can get a oh, we do plasma launcher. There we go. Let's try this out. Something I can get a trophy on. Get them all? I think I did. Whoa, wait, who's shooting me? Oh, whoa, dude. That should be all of them. Alright, where are these guys at? Primal leather. I wonder how many of these guys I might have to kill to get all these. There should be one up here somewhere. Canned meat. I don't think I need that. There we go. Primal hide. I wonder if any more is going to be alive down here. I forgot them all. Here one, it sounds like. Oh yeah, there's one over here.
Here we go. We make quite a team, my
Dead
friend.
now. Looks like I might actually get enough from this one spot, maybe. Alright, that's it. Let's see how many we got. 10 primal leather. And we've got currently 6. No, that's hide. Now I know we picked up leather. There it is. We've got 6 of them, yeah. All right, let's find another nest here. North Gulch, Industrial Zone, Marauder Hideout. Old wreckage. There's got to be more primal. Let's go towards the North Gulch and see what's up there. I know there's more primal hideouts or whatever. Nests. We may have to go to the other, there's another section we can go to. Right, real quick, I'm gonna look at something real fast. I want to open up my Twitch and see how this looks. Make sure it doesn't look really bad. Dang it. Ah, it looks okay. It's like really delayed by like a ton, man. Like a good 20 seconds, it looks like. Yeah, it looks alright. Okay. The preview on Streamlabs is like really jumpy, but it looks fine on there. Alright, so we're gonna go turn that off. We're gonna fast travel back to the ship. And go to the we're gonna go to the other the other area on Terra 1? Wasn't that where we were?
Not today, Sam. I am not in the mood for a deep clean.
Terra 2. Roseway, is that where we want to go? Yeah.
We're now in orbit above Roseway, Captain.
Thank you. Let's go to foraging machine, tug ship crash. Revert lab, Reptidon hide. Or den. I guess maybe we'll just have to look around. I can't remember exactly where they all are, and I guess they're not all highlighted. So we'll just kind of run around and see if we find any more. Did we need Raptidon hide, or was it just Primal? We do need Raptidon flank hide, so we can go over there. Alright, so we'll just, we'll go that way. And if we run into Primal on the way, then that's great. I know there's some out here somewhere. There's a canid. Another one. I don't need any canids though. I don't see any primals anywhere. I hear something. Really quiet out here, you know. There's the Reptidon.
Nice hit.
There should be a bunch more. There they are. Get them, Nyoka.
Covering you. Never anger a man of the cloth.
Was that all of them? Just 3? Where'd this other one go? Oh, where'd he go? Yeah, let's go in here. Maybe there's more inside. Oh, I've been in here already. Nope, no more in here. Dang, man, I need like 3 or 4 more. That one over there? No, that'd be a tree. Shouldn't have sold all that Reptidon hide I had that I collected when I first came through here, because I had a ton of it. I remember there being way, way more than just 3 or 4 running around. Canids.
Here they come.
Don't mess with us.
Might as well take this stuff too, even though I really don't need it. I might need it for a mission later, who knows. Hey buddy, how's it going? Uh-oh. My thing's not working. Let me fix that. Oh geez, no wonder. There. How you doing, man? Ah, it's working now. How's the road to pro going? Oh man, where's all the Raptidons?
Don't mess with us.
Having bad luck. Oh, that's good. Top 70. That's how many injuries are there? That's pretty good. That's not bad at all. I seen where Scott Lamp, I think he was out. I think he said he was out now, but he won a couple of them maybe, or was like right there at it. He had some really bad luck early on too, as well, I believe. Oh, there's a Raptidon. I think. Can't remember. He posted something on Facebook. Yeah, top 70's pretty dang good then. Hey, we got enough. Good. Alright, 10 primal leather, so I gotta find more primal.
Delays in loading due to commerce obstruction will be deducted from all staff pay.
I think I'm gonna get on there a little bit later today and maybe run just some random like ARCA races or something. I don't know. I haven't been on there in so long. I don't even know if my subscription's still good. I keep paying it even though I don't play that much just to support it because I like it so much. I just hardly ever get to play any. It kind of sucks. I'm on vacation this week, and it's funny because before I go on vacation, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna play a ton of iRacing. But then I've got all these other games I'm trying to complete, and the only time I get the chance to play them is when I'm not working. So I'm trying to get done with this game, and there's like a couple others I'm right at the end of. That way I have more time. I wouldn't worry about it as much if I didn't stream them, you know, and have them on YouTube, even though I don't have the largest audience in the world, but you know, those handful of people that do watch them, you know, I'm trying to keep them happy, I guess. So this one I think I'm about done with, though. I can't imagine. I could have just sworn I've seen 2 people run down them stairs. I can't imagine having much longer on this one because I've been playing it for like 150. Let's see, a long time. I don't know how many hours it is, but it's a long time. All right, so I gotta find. Oh, there's more Raptidon pins down there. I gotta go find more primals, which has got to be. On the other side of the planet. Yeah, exactly. I don't have near enough time for the amount of things I want to do. I didn't want to go anywhere. Usually the first vacation. Shut up. The first vacation I take of the year, I kind of just hang around the house.
We are now in orbit above Edgewater.
Get my garden planted and all that, and I got all that done over the last 3 days. And then I usually try to take a day to go hiking. And then I think we're going to go see Escape the Fate tonight. So tonight's kind of booked up. Escape the Fate and the Red Jumpsuit Apparatus is coming into town, so we're going to go see them tonight, me and my wife. So I might get a chance to play it some either late tonight or tomorrow. And then Thursday I'm going hiking. Then Friday and Saturday. I don't know what I'm going to do Friday. I think my wife's taking off work and we're just going to kind of hang out together and spend some time together because the kids aren't going to be here all weekend. So that'll be nice. But we'll see. Maybe I'll get a chance to get on there some. I really need to. I need to do like at least 1 or 2 races a week. Because used to, a lot of people on there kind of knew who I was, and now I get on there and everybody's like, you need to learn how to drive, And I'm like, I used to be really good. I'm just not anymore. I'm not really good, but I used to be decent, So, it's like, I know how some of those drivers that were in the Cup Series, back in the day, they come and race these Xfinity Series races now as like one-offs, and they're just in the way, and I kind of feel like that, I kind of feel like I'm just one of those guys that's just like shouldn't even be in it anymore. I wish there was a way you could lower your I rating because I really should be back down into the around 900 to 1,000, I think, and work my way back up. But it throws me in these races with these guys who are way faster than I am, and I'm just in the way the whole time, and it's humbling to say the least. But that's how you learn, So getting there and follow them around, and honestly, the way I race now, it probably won't be too long until I'm back down into the 1,500 range anyways, so. Okay, I gotta find some of these things. I don't know where they're at. I don't know if I've actually been over here. I'm guessing I can't walk across that lava. Uh-oh, we're about to crash. Oh, maybe not. There it goes. Yep. Oh, man. This game, I swear. I don't get it. I don't know what causes it to crash so much. Ever since NVIDIA updated a couple weeks ago, it does this about every 30 minutes or so. I think I'm going to start streaming most everything on, other than games that I have a lot of mods for, I'm going to start streaming most everything on the PlayStation, I think, just because I don't have near the issues with things crashing. It's probably something in this computer that's doing it. I don't know, this is the only game that really crashes on me, so. I went through it yesterday and defragged everything and ran some cleaning programs because it was super, super slow, and that's helped. It might be, yeah. Does it look fairly good on there? I changed some of the settings because it was looking kind of washed out whenever I uploaded it to YouTube, and I was hoping that maybe some of the stuff I changed made it look a little nicer. I guess it's downscaling to 1080p, but it's supposed to be broadcasting at 4K. Or at least picking up the resolution at 4K and then downscaling it, which I haven't attempted before. Does it good? Awesome. I'm glad to hear that. I never have tried doing it that way, and I was playing it last week, and Streamlabs kept crashing. It would crash, and it would come up and say to check the output. It wouldn't give me a reason, like it just said error, like, but not an error code, and it was saying check the output or something. I can't remember the exact words it said. So I went in there and kind of messed with it a little bit to try to make it, just to try to change something. I was using the NVIDIA software to encode it, and I think that's what was doing it. So I just switched back to the Streamlabs software and then made it to where it's picking the signal up in 4K and downscaling it, which seems to have helped with the resolution a little bit. I guess I'll find out once it's all done and kind of get a good look at it. No, man, your streams look fine. There's nothing wrong with your streams at all. iRacing looks kind of strange, I think, on almost everyone's streams. I don't know if it's like the colors or what, but nothing. It doesn't look. I haven't ever seen any stream or video look as good as it does when you're actually playing the game. It makes everything look kind of, I don't know. I don't even know how to describe it. Mine never looked good, I didn't think. If I recorded it and then rendered it and uploaded it, it's going to crash again. God dang. If I recorded it, yep, there it goes again. Oh, jeez. If I recorded it and then rendered it and uploaded it to YouTube, it looked really good. But every time I streamed it, it looked kind of weird. I wonder if I can just buy this stuff from a merchant somewhere. Obviously, going around through there is causing issues. Let's see where I can find it from. Maybe I can just go straight there. It's just this game, it crashes constantly. It's just worse now than it used to be, ever since NVIDIA updated. It took, I had all my triple monitors set up, finally, after I moved into this new house. And I had that, the racing PC, I had it in a box for about 2 months while we packed up.
We are now in orbit above
So, of course, when I opened it up, hooked it up, and it had all these updates I had to do, so I updated it. And when NVIDIA updated, it screwed up, like, everything. I had finally got all my monitors working. Everything was lined up, looking good. And I updated NVIDIA, and it screwed everything up, and they all just started blinking off and on. And I couldn't do anything. Like, I couldn't revert. It took me like 9 hours to finally get the thing fixed, and I had to end up doing like a system restore on it. Then going back to an old NVIDIA, whatever. Well, they should be back here again now. And then redoing the monitors all over again. I don't know what caused it. It's like it kept saying that something was corrupted. So I guess whenever I downloaded the file, something wasn't right. I don't know. It was a nightmare. It didn't do it to this PC, but I've only got 2 monitors hooked to it. So let me try to do something real fast. Let's Let's turn this down some. Maybe that's causing it. 3D resolution. I don't have... What would 3D resolution be? I don't play this in 3D. This is probably a bad idea. Chromatic aberration effects. What do you do when your computer's crashing? You turn all the graphics settings up as high as they'll go and hope for the best. That's what I do. They should have all been up high anyways. I don't know why they got turned back down. It looks the same. Don't look like it made any difference at all. Alright, are you guys back? They're not. Should be a bunch of them. What the heck? God dang. Alright, well. There should be a Primal Nest. There should be a Primal Nest out this away somewhere. Out in here. We'll go check out in this area. There's got to be something down here. It's too empty for there not to be. Yeah, I go all in. That's just what I do. I'm a gambler, you know. What we're doing is trying to get hide from some of these things because some lady in like the rich city of Byzantium wants hide to make clothes. I have come to a point in the game to where I can't advance until I'm done with all the side quests. I can advance, but if you advance, you can't finish open quests. So I'm just trying to finish out some of these little side quests I haven't finished yet. Big boy.
Covering you.
Thanks. Nothing up here. I was hoping that maybe it was, what was that? I was hoping that maybe it was crashing when it was rendering shadows in. Oh, here we go. Good. Here's some. This should be all I need right here.
Boy, take you! Don't mess with us.
Hide. There, I need 3 more. 2 more. try to avoid that. Is your dad still racing any, Aaron? Alright. Wish me luck. Hopefully there's some over here somewhere. Get these 2 leathers, and then we gotta go kill some manta queens. This looks like a good area for them. Something up there. I don't know what's usually here. Like, you would think that there would be... It doesn't have even a marker here indicating that it's like a point of interest. I don't know what that is. I've been there. Oh, I do know what that is. That's, I think that might be where you start, actually. Oh, here we got something right here. Somewhere. Probably marauders. Yeah, old wreckage. Oh man, I just need 2 more leathers. That's it. I don't think I've been here. Grenade launcher. Here we go, good. Oh, probably should have reloaded.
Threads, you say?
May you find peace in Jack.
Love that guy. Brain. What? Oh, there's another one over there, I guess. Yep. Alright, you take care of him. Hide. Come on, I need leather. Alright, one more. Tell me there's one more dead one around here that I haven't searched. There it is. Good. Finally. Yes. Alright, let me look around this area, because I'm pretty sure I haven't been here yet. Well, maybe I have. That guy don't have nothing on him. Yeah, I've been here. Alright. Save it before it crashes again. Let's go back to the ship, and we'll go to... what was the other planet's name?
If you stop in the engine room, would you ask Parvati to send Sam down to the bridge?
You need him to clean you out again? She's got, this is funny, she's got this thing with this robot where she'll have him clean her out. And she's in here, like, telling him how good it is while he's over here doing his thing. It's hilarious. Monarch, that's where we're going. Let's go to... Fallbrook. There's some Manta Queens around Fallbrook, I think.
We're now in orbit above Fallbrook, Captain.
Thanks. Alright, look for Manta Queen hideout. Sulfur pits. Lover's Point. Base stations. I guess they're just kind of in random spots. There's no one thing. I don't know what that is. I guess it's like a crashed ship or something. I don't know. I think we can go to the sulfur pits. If I remember right, you can pretty much find Manta Queen all over the place around this planet. Raptidons.
Incoming!
This is where I should have came for Raptidon hide.
Nothing like a good tussle.
Kill it. Oh god, I'm gonna die.
Your life was merely an illusion anyway.
Yeah, this was definitely the place for Raptidon hide. That looks nice, don't it? I've already got one though. Oh, here we go, Mantisaur. So there should be a Manta Queen around here somewhere. Yep, there's definitely one around here. That's probably one up there. Oh, that's a mega one. That one.
Oh, good. A fight.
Yeah, there we go. Come here, gorgeous. God, they're everywhere. Dude, stop.
I am a storm!
A little bit of overkill there, but job well done.
Well done. We are victorious.
What we got here? Where's the queen? This be her? Yeah. Is that all I need? Just one? I think it is. Are we done with that now? Yep, good. Awesome, finally. Back to the unreliable.
Some crew members are causing a disturbance on the
Quit. I don't care.
We are now in orbit above Byzantium, Captain.
I hope I get access to her back room. Well, that sounded dirty. I do want access to it, though, because I want to see what's behind that door.
I love Byzantium.
Alright, Celeste.
What can I do for you, darling?
Mantiqueen chitin? Not chitin, chitin. I've been saying it wrong all these years. Raptidon hide, primal leather, all done.
I've been thinking of a name for this new outfit. Chimera. Crafted from the hides of 3 species of monster. While you were gone, I put in an order for one of my bespoke lapels. Solid gold, diamond encrusted. If it doesn't have one of my lapels, it's not a Jolicoeur original. Those slackwits at HPS are holding my parcel while they wait for a signature. Bureaucracy is so utterly insufferable. Be a dear and retrieve it for me.
Why can't you go get it yourself? You're asking a lot from me.
Understatement of the year, darling. Believe me, I'm every bit as frustrated as you are.
I bet you're not. Those monsters are forcing you to sign for a parcel? What a massive inconvenience. I've been all over the colony for you, now you want me to deal with bureaucrats?
I know, my dear, you do spoil me, but this outfit is my masterpiece, and that lapel is my signature. I simply must have it.
Man, why is my chat box all the way up there in the middle? What a weird place for it to be. Okay. Yeah, they operate kind of like FedEx. Those monsters are forcing you to sign for a parcel. What a massive inconvenience.
Can you believe the cheek on these people? If I didn't know any better, I'd say they were trying to grift an autograph out of me.
So have one of your assistants fetch your parcel.
My dear, I've only ever enjoyed the service of 2 reliable assistants in my life. The first is my muse, which is currently occupied. The second is you.
Alright, I'll get you that parcel.
Wonderful! I'm giving you authorization to retrieve this parcel on my behalf. You truly are my savior, darling.
See you around. Alright, let's go see what's in this parcel. The writ of consent.
Remember that stranger I saw in the square?
I believe it's down
The
here.
one with what must have been a T&L?
Who would just put random weapon parts in a... Actually, you know what? Never mind. That probably would happen here. Oh, knocked
I
down.
hate to see you torture yourself with your grief, Miss Ramdarine Wentworth.
I got every right. Burying your friends ain't exactly a hangover. It's not gonna fade easy.
Nor should it. But hopefully one day you'll be able to remember the joy you felt alongside your former comrades more keenly than the pain of their deaths.
Yeah, maybe. Thankfully, in the meantime, we've got such fine distractions as drinking and killing.
I love how the characters in this game will talk to each other and conversate, and depending on who you take with you, those conversations will change, and it's interesting. I don't know if you could ever hear everything they had to say without, I mean, there's so many different combinations. I don't think I've ever seen that. Alright, wow, I came in the back way, I guess.
How may I be of assistance?
Celeste Jolicoeur sent me. I'm here to sign for a parcel.
If you would like to sign for a parcel, please go to window B.
Okay, well, I don't know why you can't do it, but alright. Wait, where's window B? Oh. Guess this is her.
Welcome to Halcyon Parcel Service, where all parcels are guaranteed
check
to
it
be
out.
delivered within acceptable margins of certainty. How may I be of assistance?
I'm looking forward to the new Rob Zombie movie where he redone the monsters. It's I think he said it was rated PG, so it's not even gonna be that gory, which is nice. I'm hoping I can kind of get my kids into some of his stuff without starting them off with like a House of a Thousand Corpses, you know, and ruining their life. I'm here to collect a parcel for Celeste Jolicoeur. I'll tell you something else that's really good is the new Halo series that's on Paramount Plus. I've been watching that. I think they're like 4 episodes in now. Really good story, and they've done a really good job with it so far.
Let me just look that up for you.
Please do.
It appears that a parcel for Ms. Jolicoeur, Celeste is currently out for delivery.
I was told the parcel was being held here. Out for delivery where exactly?
Let me see here. A parcel for Jolicoeur, Celeste is being delivered to 316 Rockwell in the Byzantium Estates.
I'll be on my way.
Thank you for allowing HPS to be your only option today.
All right.
Oh, for the good old days when you could simply ask.
I don't mean to judge, but are you ever sober, Miss Remnary Wentworth?
Only when I got a job to do. And even that ain't a guarantee.
Oh, we're not going to be able to get in here. A medical drone.
So what if all those MSIs succeeded on Monarch?
We were unable to deliver your parcel as requested. Your parcel is being returned to the HPS. Oh, jeez, come on, are you serious? Please speak to an HPS clerk about the retrieval of your package. So now we got to go to freaking Scylla. Oh no, we got to go to 533. This has got to be a knock it like UPS because we do this crap all the time. Like, we don't deliver stuff, so we just like send them to random places that hold packages for people now. 533 Eridanos.
I can do it.
Alright, well I guess I need to go there now. Where's Eridanos? I can't remember where that's at. What planet that's on. Proceed to window B to assign Celeste parcel head to 613 Rockwell Estate. Return to HPS with the notice. Oh, we gotta go back to HPS with the notice. Is that where we're at? Are we on? No, we're not on. We're not in Eridanos. Well, I guess we'll see what they say. Yep, go here, go there.
Out with it, you wretched contraption!
Get there, go back, go somewhere else, come back again. I got a friend who will not, he refuses to play games like this because he says it's stupid to have to go back and forth so much. Wanda?
Halcyon Parcel Service is proud to be the colony's only parcel delivery service. How may I be of assistance?
This game does have a good story though. It's basically like Talking Simulator. It's all just one big story with a little bit of walking in between. Yeah, I've got this notice to pick up a parcel.
I must respectfully ask that you calm down, please. Parcels must be picked up at window A.
Of course. But that's all the way over there. Can't you just get it for me?
Maintaining proper window structure is imperative to the smooth operation of HPS.
Fine, I'll go back to window A. Actually, you know what? Are you kidding me?
If you would like to lodge a complaint about the quality of your service, please request a complaint form at window C. If you would like to request a complaint form at window C, please make an appointment.
You need to make the appointment at window A? Let me guess, if I want to make an appointment, I have to request a form?
I see you're familiar with our company policy.
Yes, I am, actually. I live it day to day. What is this? Due to the removal of the suggestion box, all customers with complaints are to be directed to Window C, as our policy for customer complaints is not to deal with them. Window C will remain unmanned until further notice. Man, and she just lays her money out here, where everybody can just take it. That's hilarious. Here's the complaint window, and look at the people just standing here waiting. Let's see what this guy has to say. Can I talk to him? Because I can't. But it should let you talk to him, like take a complaint from someone. It so is. It's like it's exactly how companies operate these days. They just give you the runaround and never really get anything done.
A fine day for parcel pickups, isn't it? How may I be of assistance?
I'm here to pick up a parcel for Celeste Jellicoeur.
Of course. If you could just verify for me that you are Jolicoeur, Celeste, or an officially authorized proxy?
I literally just talked to you a minute ago. Like, why couldn't you have just walked back there and got the freaking thing for me? Can you not see what I'm wearing? I'm obviously one of Celeste's models.
Yes, I can see by your eccentric mode of dress that you must be one of Ms. Jolicoeur's associates. Everything seems to be in order. Here you are, one parcel.
Thanks.
I hope this has been a pleasant and satisfying transaction. Halcyon Parcel Service thanks you for your patronage.
Oh, you're welcome. It only took me a half a day to do what you could have done in 5 minutes, but hey, you know, I've got all the time in the world. I got a place I delivered to on my route. It's a science center, and they've always wanted me to go to the front desk up until recently because they've added on to the place and they're just so busy that they had to change the way the front was structured, like the way the lines and all formed. So used to you could go in and walk out as you please, and there was no line ropes or anything else to get in your way. Well, now they put all these line ropes in, and they've added lanes to the pay windows and all this other stuff, you know. And so I go up there, and I'm having to push past all these people. And I don't like doing that because it's rude, it looks bad, and I just refuse to do that. It's unprofessional, right? So I go in there, and I'm like, hey, we got to figure something out because now you've got it blocked to where I can't actually get in here to give you your stuff. And the lady's like, yeah, she's like, the FedEx guy just takes it to the back gate. Well, the back gate's always got a padlock on it, right? I'm in a hurry. I don't have really a whole lot of time. And they don't require us, so this is going to sound crazy, but like UPS does not supply me a cell phone, right? Or any kind of way to call anyone. And I don't like using my own cell phone to call anyone because once you start calling customers, they'll start calling you every day wondering where their stuff's at. So I don't use my phone for anybody. I don't give out my number. So they're like, well, you got to call the number on the back gate. And I said, I don't have a phone. They're like, well, you got AirPods in your ears. I'm like, yeah, but I'm not giving you I'm not calling you because then you're going to, you know, explain basically what I just said to them. They're like, well, that's where our gate's locked. That's the only way you can get a hold of us. I'm like, well, give me a key to your gate. That's what everybody else does. Or we can't do that. It's like, all right, you know what? I'll make an exception for you guys. I will call your number just because, you know, I don't want to be a jerk about it. So I go back there. First couple days, they answer the phone, let me in. Everything's great. Uh-oh, we got something going on here. Hold on. Oh, geez, somebody's killed her. Everything's great. And then all of a sudden, I go back to the gate, I call the number, nobody answers. Second day, call the gate, nobody answers. It keeps going to voicemail. Third day, nobody answers. So I go back up to the front again, and I'm like, listen, nobody's answering the phone. She's like, yeah, we're trying to work on that. I'm like, well, what do you want me to do? Because she's like, are you not going to be here long because you're kind of in the way of everyone? I'm like, you know, you guys, I mean, if you want your stuff, you're going to have to figure out a better way to doing this. So I said, you want me to go to the back gate? You won't let me deliver to the front desk, so you want me to go to the back gate, but then I go to the back gate and you want us to the phone to open the gate up. I was like, I don't have, you know, 5, 10, 15 minutes to wait on you guys. They only give me like a minute and a half per stop to get things delivered, and then I got to be on my way. And they're strict about that. I mean, they'll write you up and fire people for that, you know? You can't just hang around and steal time. So it's crazy. I mean, it doesn't make any sense the way people operate. They get too big that the right hand doesn't know what the left hand's doing, you know? And I was like, just give me a freaking key. That way I can open the padlock, get in the gate, and I can lock it back when I'm done.
Hey, careful. Don't go running around in the middle of a crime scene.
I didn't think this kind of thing happened here. What happened to Celeste?
You mean Miss Jolie Kerr? She was reported for practicing a subversive aesthetic. We found her in her office, working on something perverse. She didn't cooperate, so we had to put her down. Never took her for a dissident sympathizer.
I had to put her down. Did you really have to kill her? We were doing business. You killed Celeste? That's insane.
No argument there. Feels like the whole colony's going insane.
You guys are
What with
insane.
dissidents infiltrating the walls of Byzantium. Byzantium cultural standards are enforced by Universal Defense Logistics. Universal Defense Logistics. Your first and last line of defense in the war against sedition.
Everybody's got a freaking slogan. Everybody. Excuse me. Wow. Well, let's get our key. A key to the Jollycore Urbis haberdashery in Byzantium. Somehow even Celeste's keys are stylish. Let's go see what's in this door. Man, what is this? Purple berry. I don't know what that is. So this is yep, this is my unit, the clothes she made for me, which I'm about to put on. And there's cigarettes. Man, why can't y'all put some lore on this computer here? Ooh, that's fancy. I like that. You know what? We're gonna do this. Anybody? Oh shoot, there are still people in here. Dang. I can't actually buy that now. I want to be able to steal this. I don't know if I can steal it without them seeing me or not. Can't get up there. I guarantee they're gonna see. I can't even. There's no way she's not gonna see me take this.
What do you think you're doing?
Whatever I want.
Keep your hands to yourself.
She's like, oh, okay. Oh, the hat really don't go with the suit. This one might. I wonder if I could get away with stealing it again.
We've got a fight on our hands.
Oh, no. That didn't work. Alright, so we'll just have to, come back in here later, maybe. Ooh, this hat would look good on it. There's gotta be... Why would they not make a way for me to be able to still buy this stuff? If I sneak and then try to steal it, will they shoot me?
Watch out!
They will. What if I just let my friends kill the guards?
Everyone all right?
Oh, that worked out. I didn't lose any reputation. Good. All right, let's try that. Oh yeah. I still don't really like the way that looks though. I need like a cowboy hat that's the color of the suit. Oh, this will have to do, I guess. Might as well go ahead and take these too. This bowler hat? Nope, that looks terrible. At least this one kind of matches with the colors. Alright, we're done with that mission. I guess now we need to go... I think that's everything, yeah. Now we get to go do Brave New World.
I love Byzantium.
You go back to the ship.
Captain, If you're looking for crew members Ellie or Felix, they're sharing a drink upstairs.
I'm not. Tartarus. AG-434 Tartarus. Named after its hellish atmosphere, Tartarus is where the board maintains the maximum security penal complex known as the Labyrinth. You are about to assault the Labyrinth on Tartarus and determine the fate of the Halcyon colony. Saves made after this point can only finish the main story on Tartarus. Side quests and downloaded content, DLC such as Peril on Gorgon or Murder on Eridanos, will be unavailable for any saves made beyond this point. If there is anything you want to do before you enter the prison, do it now. Before you cross the point of no return, would you like to continue? Let me go ahead and make a save here, so we can come back and do the DLC. So I kind of, what am I doing? I kind of, I don't know. I guess maybe this is supposed to be one of the DLCs. I don't know. We're going to do this, and then after we do this, we'll do the DLC, I guess. Yes. Oh, okay. Sure, why not?
I am pleased to inform you that we have arrived at the Labyrinth. Please be advised that the punishment for trespassing is execution. Please be advised that electrical storms on the surface of Tartarus make departure impossible at this time.
Know anything useful about Tartarus?
Resident count is as follows: 3,071. Resident deaths, including but not limited to executions, are as follows: 1,684. Resident escapes are as follows: 0. The interior can be chilly. Take a scarf with you, Captain. I would also ask that you leave your captain's ID with me, in the event that you do not return.
You promise not to leave without me?
I can make the assurance that I will not leave with another captain, unless you do not return within 876,541,652 hours. Oh, speak of the devil. Captain, I am receiving a transmission from the prison's docking authority now.
Attention, unauthorized spacecraft. This is a maximum security installation. Your presence here is an explicit violation of UDL corporate policy. You are hereby confined to your docking platform until a ticket detailing your crimes has been filed and notarized, at which point your vessel will be seized and you will be executed.
Wow. How long will that take? Wait, this isn't Terra 2? My mistake. I'll just leave. What the heck is with you people in landing violations? Well, of all the places to get arrested. How long will that take?
I wager it'll take a bit longer than it takes you to lose your patience and storm out of your ship looking to get shot. To be honest, that'd make my job a lot easier. You come out, we shoot you full of holes, and then everyone goes about their day worry-free. Except you. You'll be dead.
Hey, do you know you're a real officer under that helmet? Oh wait a minute. Hey, how do I know you're a real officer under that helmet? Show me your biometric ID. Fine, execute the chairman's eyebrow stylist over a lost biometric ID. That'll end well. You wholehead, you don't know who I am. Transmit your biometric ID so I know you are. If you're just gonna kill me, why bother with a ticket?
Protocol is important, sir.
Of course it is.
The sentencing of one crime does not preclude the sentencing of another, technically speaking. Tartarus docking authority signing up. Hang on. Looks like you're gonna have company at the execution. Another ship just pulled into your dock. Wait, is that from the Groundbreaker? What the? Pay no mind to that. Just have a pleasant day.
Transmission terminated. How can I be of assistance?
Wait a minute. I want to get his biometric ID. I need that. So we're going to load back up. I feel like I might need that.
I am pleased to be resident. I would also understood. If you die or are incarcerated for life, I can generate a new ID for the next captain. I would prefer if you return, though.
Me too.
Speak of the devil.
Attention. You are...
Alright, well... Of all the places to get arrested.
UDL does appreciate the courtesy you've done us by delivering yourself here. As a show of our deepest gratitude, we will make your execution quite swift.
Thank you. Hey, how do I know you're a real officer under that helmet? Show me your biometric ID.
Alright. I'm feeling generous. I'm transmitting the ID of a productive, law-abiding employee, so you can see what one looks like before you die.
Thanks.
Anyway, Tartarus Docking Authority signing up. Wait, is that from the ground?
Transmission terminated. Biometric ID received. Transferring data to external cartridge. How can I be of assistance? I request you do not wake me if I am sleeping upon your return.
Okay. Alright, well, let's, get our team together. I think we're going to take Vic or Max. Actually, Sam's a good one to take, too. Bravati, you've been with me this whole time. So, we're going to take you, too. Y'all ready?
The captain did right by us once.
What? Huh?
Now
What
it's
was that?
our turn. The board will never own Groundbreaker. Not while I breathe. Push on, Varda!
Wow. Interesting.
Groundbreaker doesn't. Somebody clean up this mess.
The Groundbreaker is here fighting
Open fire!
this place.
Take him down! Found
That didn't sound good, did it? Okay, so my thing's gone now, which is not good.
Okay, keep it quiet.
Oh! Oh! You didn't see nothing?
Are you new here? I didn't think we were hiring more staff.
Yeah. Yeah, what's it to you? Are you talking while on shift?
Oh, no. Don't tell anyone, please.
Oh yeah, don't worry about it. Everyone gets one mistake. Just don't do it again.
Thank you.
You're welcome. What is that? That looks nice. Security Blade Ultra. Riot Control Helmet. 23. Security Blade Ultra. I think that's the first time I've seen that. Just put that here.
Got your paperwork squared away?
Yeah. I don't really need any ammo or anything. Do need mag picks though. Or mag locks, whatever they're called. Alright, see if we can make it to the door. Or at least up here away from everyone. A list of passwords for something called a RAM. There are 3 columns, but only one is legible. The rest have been scratched out. Today's password from the column is 1 Akande. That's good to know, probably. A lot of mag picks around here, which makes me think we're probably going to need them at some point.
Hold it. Something about you doesn't look right.
Hey, I can't help the way I look.
No, I meant your uniform. There's something about it.
Yes, I'm not even wearing one. I stole some polish off one of the prisoners.
Aw, damn. Lucky you.
Okay, I guess we found the back way in. Nice.
Doesn't have the bars with a storm like that guarding the gates.
Entering the labyrinth's the easy part. Making it back out. I'm still trusting your plan on that one, Captain.
I don't have one, and I'm assuming I'm not making it back out based on the fact that I can't do anything after I finish. So, we're probably gonna die here. Just so you guys know, we're probably not getting out. But who knows?
I suppose it would be too late to back out now, huh? Fear not, Captain. I'll watch your back.
Yeah, probably so. Probably so. Restricted access. Where to first? I'm gonna lose my cover here in a second. At least I made it all the way over here. Oh shoot, there's somebody. We can get up here without them seeing us. I don't really see anything. There actually might be something right there. Kind of looking around to see if I see anything that looks like it might contain some lore or anything like that. I don't really see much. Okay, we can redo our access right here. Let's get down here and look at this door real fast.
Keep your shoulders up.
Assault rifle 2. So these are just basically containers containing stuff we might need, it looks like. Probably not gonna really need any of them. Gosh, I'm gonna run off again. All sneaky. Nobody knows I'm here. This might be a little bit more difficult. Go away. Let me get to that elevator without anybody seeing me. This guy's gonna see me.
Not so fast. Are you new here? I didn't think we were hiring more staff.
What? What the heck happened right there? That was weird. Like the elevator killed me. Let me move my chat box over to the other side real fast. Bad spot to have it. Who's hollering?
Let's look around. There's got to be a few ways through here.
Yeah, we're gonna go down this way this time. But honestly, I don't think there's anything down here that we could really use, so... Cysty pig tumors. That's something new. I mean, it's not new, but I've never seen them in a bag like that. Oh, and shoot, we can't get to there.
Are you new here? I didn't think we were hiring more staff.
Oh, come on. Yeah, what's it to you?
Whoa, nothing. I was just asking. I was going to welcome you aboard.
Oh. Well, you made your point.
Okay, all right.
Can't pick any of them locks. Alright. Well, we know there's really nothing in here, so... except for bags of cysty pig tumors. Here we got... It's been a while since I've sold everything, so I think we'll go through one of these machines and go ahead and do that real fast. Just in case we find some things that I might need later on. And upgrade our weapons. Probably max them out. Sell junk. And then let's see, guns. Our science weapons, we'll sell that. I really don't see the point in hanging on to much of any of this stuff. I'll keep that one. $23, that's not very good. We'll sell all this stuff. They're literally falling off the backs of cysty pigs passing by. Just flake off the dirt and they're ready to eat. No cysty pigs were harmed in the production of this food. Base health 25%. I don't think it's worth it, honestly. Golly, I got 204 weapons parts. This is ridiculous. Let's get rid of like 50 of them. I don't think I'm gonna need hardly any of them anyway. Okay, go ahead and upgrade what weapons we do have. I've actually still got a lot more weapons than I thought. A soft speaker. Interesting. Guess I'll keep that one there and just up it. Alright, modify. We can add something to this one. Whisper cry at muzzler. Why not? Alright. Times. I don't really like the ones with the sights on them. Just tinker them all up to 1,000. Where it costs me 1,000 bits to tinker it, anyway. After that, it gets a bit too expensive. Repair all. And we'll break down this one. My stomach's growling. Okay. I think that'll be good. What about armor? Probably break those down. We'll keep them. Alright, guys. Let's continue on. Hey, we got a computer here. Retro rockets. Solitary confinement prisoner manifest. Pod 1 Hague S in reason. Possession of anti-UDL communications. In duration 17. Out Williams T. In Williams T. In reason exciting violence. Black M. Random selection. Pod 2 error. Note from your favorite warden. Please do not leave perishables in here. We've marked this as cold storage because we're starting to move pods in here. This is not an actual freezer. The next time I find a decomposing woolly cow box in here, I'm leaving it on the air conditioning intake for a week. Access storage manifest. The methyl sulfoxide canisters. Wait, jackets, right? Ballistic vest, hibernation chamber, and Doctor Force refills, hibernation chamber, material storage and shipping containers. Access architectural records. Structural changes needed to accommodate hibernation chambers in the LBR NTH facility. An analysis from engineers Redfield, Crane, and Geist. Beginning with the requirement that every chamber receive a constant supply of, at minimum, 34 kilowatts, and that occupants of these chambers be injected with a steady supply of UDL's patented Vito hibernation fluid, and this run-on sentence carries on for 12 pages before finally concluding. And thus, in order to maintain structural integrity throughout the area designated the pit, we recommend that chambers are installed in cylindrical fashion around the supporting structure dug into the crust of Tartarus to a maximum depth of, the conclusion extends for another 2 pages. Really didn't tell me much, did it?
Imagine being locked up in a place like this. Just the weight of all that stone and steel.
They even have freaking advertisements in jail. It's crazy. Let's back out here and redo our thing. Biometrical ID. I'm on your soundtrack for my drive to Creedmoor. What's that? I've missed something, apparently. Explain. Please. This place is massive. I'll allow it, whatever it is. I may have went the wrong way. I think it's gonna run out before I get there. Please don't.
Your paperwork squared away.
Yeah.
Unexpected noise identified.
Shut up.
Investigating.
Don't.
Crime alert.
Okay, guys. We gotta be really careful. This place looks kind of run down, honestly. A little bit. I really don't want to start a firefight in here.
Let's go, troops. Stellar Base counting on us.
Oh, that's right. We've got the, Oh, the Iconoclast. Who? What? Mavon? Who is that? That must be somebody from the Iconoclast. Interesting. So they're actually in here kind of helping. Just driving from Raleigh to Creedmoor, I'm listening to your... Oh, really? Okay. You said drive to Creedmoor. I thought maybe that was another iRacing thing, that Creedmoor was like a track somewhere and they were having some kind of competition. Cool, man. Well, I'm glad to be part of your drive. Hopefully you halfway enjoy it. I got to where I've been listening to the Dale Earnhardt Jr. download a lot lately. Really, I've been listening to from the very first podcast, so like all of his old races and stuff. They're pretty entertaining. Get a lot better once you, of course, get into the later years when they start having guests on. But
Thought I saw something. Better check it out. Take them down! Looks like your bound got it in.
well, thank you. I don't know who.
These corporate self-esteems ain't gonna know what hit them.
Yeah, you guys are just taking this place right over, aren't you? Nice, good job. Thank you. Still don't want to get into an actual firefight, though. dear. Okay, good. Nobody over here. I don't know what's in that room, probably. Oh, look, and of course they snuck right through it, right in front of all the people that I'm trying to avoid, and nobody even detects them at all. Of course. Yeah, we're gonna go up top. I guess I'll have to narrate myself a little more, since you're not actually watching. We'll go up top here and overlook all the troopers down there. By all, I mean two. But it sounds better if you make it sound like there's many more. And of course, I can't go up here. Alright, maybe I can jump down.
What was that?
Oh, I can get down right here. Oh, shoot.
Hold it right there.
What? Nope.
Are you new here?
Yes.
I didn't think we were hiring more staff.
That's why I'm sneaking around up here on the catwalk. I was hired to test your security procedures. Congratulations, you passed.
Oh, that's great. Thank you, sir.
They're so stupid. Thank you for your vigilant service. Carry on.
Yes, sir.
Oh, man. You are dumb as bricks. I think you only get so many of those before. Ordnance control armor gold. That sounds not half bad. 54. Actually, it's really not that good. Not that good. Alright, we gotta... Y'all come on through here so I can close the door behind you, because you idiots will be opening it up and they'll see me messing with this computer. Door status sealed, unsealed door. What do we got here? A green room. What have y'all been doing in the green room? We're about to find out all kinds of stuff, I bet. As a reminder to LBR NTH employees... Oh, hold on, I got a text message. Access to secure data is a fireable offense. Furthermore, being fired from the LBR NTH staff is punishable by life in prison. Messages. Cameras. Jim, I'm trying to get straight with the Conde's orders. Only a few things more from my end, but I don't know what we'll do about cameras. She says security footage ain't enough. They want proper reels. What's going on? She's bringing in a VIP for internment. Security's ramping up too. Sorry for the inconvenience. It's a fine mess down here. Said something about recording an announcement. They're all overly excited. It's hush-hush, but I guess this VIP's been on the run for a while. I bet the engineers have a few cameras. I'll see if I can track some down. So this is probably for Phineas when they arrested him. Jim, appreciate it. You know her. We miss a check on this list. It's our heads. You have no idea how tough it was getting an effing green tarp. And that's the end of that. Yeah, okay. So this is probably for the announcement that Phineas is here. Okay, there's the iconoclast. They're still here. That's good. Wait a minute. Is this where I just... No, okay. I thought that's where I just came out. Go up here and see what's up here. Nothing. A couple boxes. I'm glad I saved the iconoclasts, because they're helping out a lot. Man, there are so many catwalks to go up and down. I hope I'm not missing things. I feel like it's going to direct me to where the good stuff's at. I don't want to climb all the way up and down all these ladders. Do we see anything that looks interesting? Oh, we're almost to the top.
All right, MSI. I'm not one for rousing speeches, but the captain needs our help. So get in there and fight.
A fine bonus.
Nice. Now MSI's helping. Sweet. So yeah, man, it's good that I've made everybody happy because it's really helping me out. Thanks, guys. Appreciate that. What's in here? Nothing. I mean, I don't even think I even have to worry about my my cover at all, honestly. Gosh, it has got me picking up a ton of ammo, which generally means I'm gonna be in for a heck of a firefight at some point. Facial mask skin cream. Must get kind of ashy in here. The dry heat, you know. Up we go.
Everything in my life has been leading up to this point. I believe I am ready for this.
Well, we're at the top. It's very quiet. There's more stasis pods.
After all you've done, all the work you've destroyed, all the money you've cost me.
I'm down.
Your misguided crusade has doomed Halcyon.
Now, one thing I do wish I had done differently. This is probably going to affect the outcome. The scientist I met on one particular ship or something, I had the option to have her work with Phineas, which is the guy sitting in the chair, a mad scientist, basically, who's trying to save the colony. The colony is dying of starvation, but the only people that really know that was the board, which is a collection of multiple companies that all kind of work together. And they run the whole system, basically. So, kind of like what's going on here in the U.S., I guess, or actually the world now. Anyway, so you could have had her work with him, and they probably could have came up with a better way to feed everyone. But instead, I had her work where she was and not work with him, which I kind of wish I hadn't done that now, but we'll see what happens. Your misguided crusade is doomed, Halcyon. Doomed, Phineas and I are saving the colony. I'm just rooting out corruption, one idiot at a time. What can I say? I like to cause trouble. So we'll go to number one. Doomed, Phineas and I are saving the colony.
That crackpot's plan is ludicrous. We have steps, action items, budgets, and reports. All he's got is a guilty conscience and lofty dreams. In any other circumstance, I'd admire your boldness. In this one, however, I have only 2 words for you. Fuck off.
Whoa, now. There's no call for hostility.
No call for... You unbelievable bastard. Sophia should be the one wasting her time with you, but you killed her.
I did.
I'll have you hanged, quartered, bankrupted. Thankfully, you're in a prison already. Find the nearest cell and wait until I'm done here. Then I'll drag you to the executioner myself.
I'm not waiting for anything. This colony needs saving right now. Oh, of course. How long until you're done? A felony. I've made a terrible mistake. Please don't arrest me. Oh, of course. How long until you're done?
Is that sarcasm?
It is.
Do you know what I do to people who employ the lowest, most base form of humor? I fire them. Alas, as you are woefully unemployed, I'll have to do the next best thing and have you killed.
I mean...
In the next room is the finest automechanical purveyor of death ever made. Try not to scratch the paint with your skull. It was fucking expensive.
I'll be there before you know it. I can't wait to get in there and kill you. This is going to be a highlight of me. So we're going to try to talk this through. I'm sure we can talk about this, Rockwell. Let's work something out.
Absolutely not. Akande was always the sociable one, not me. Need I repeat the magic 2 words?
Oh, we may not be able to. Man, I wonder if I've missed something somewhere. Fine, I'll be there before you know it. Because obviously he doesn't want to talk it out. I don't know who Akande is, but we did find out that his name was a password on a little message box, but I never was able to use that password for anything, so I must have missed a terminal somewhere. Guess we're gonna fight that dude. Can I wonder how long it's gonna be before I can level up. Hello, Ram.
Here they come!
That didn't sound good, did it? Oh Lord, I'm not making a dent, even. See what we got? Flamethrower, loop gun. That might help us. I don't have any electricity guns, which is probably what I need. The gloop gun, kind of an electricity gun. Whack him in the butt. Oh, come on. Dang it. His life's slowly going down with it. He's taking his sweet time. I don't really know where to shoot him at. Like where is his soft spot, so to speak? Oh, he's down. Come on, reload. God, I'm missing something somewhere. How are you shooting me through a wall? Yeah, it's a boss fight. Stuff too. At least he moves. What the heck? At least he moves really slow. Wonder if I can wake these two guys up. Nope, they're dead. Oh, geez. One of them's stuck in the wall. Yeah, it's kind of like, well, it's made by the same people who made Fallout New Vegas, so it's a pretty good game. I like it. I jokingly call it Talking Simulator because there's so much dialogue, but it's got a good story, so it's fun to figure out what and all's going on. There is some good lore in it, but there's not as much lore as I would like. There's not as much lore as you would find in Fallout. But I would compare it to Fallout. I mean, honestly, it's kind of what it's like, more than anything else. And like I said, it is made by the same people who made Fallout New Vegas, so you're going to have some of that. I would say you could probably beat it within probably 40 hours if you really went through it pretty fast. But you can beat it multiple different ways. So lots of different endings to it. So you can play it over and over and over. She's probably dead now. And now he's dead. That worked out great. But yeah, I mean, for the price you can get it now, it's pretty cheap. It's been out for like 2 or 3 years. Definitely would recommend buying it and playing it. I'm gonna have to save. Oh, you can't save during the boss fight? I hope you can't quick save. That's not good. Sneaky. That canister in his back. That's kind of where you need to shoot him at. Oh, shoot, he's... Dang it. It was down there for a minute. I wonder if I can sneak around and like get behind him.
Security mark located.
Okay, yeah, he doesn't know where I'm at.
Quietly now.
Oh, they're back. Nice. Y'all come around here. Or not. There's gotta be a better weapon to use. Around the corner. Bravati. Are you dead now? Okay, you're not. You guys need to heal up, like, for real. But go over there somewhere.
On my way.
That was 1,000 points. That was pretty good. No, go over. You guys go over here. Don't quit attacking him.
Right there.
You aren't even healed up yet. Go over there. You morons. Idiots, I swear. Both of you. Stupid.
Aiming system failure. Incident found.
Do I have a better... 525. 8, no, that's 8. Jeez. It's probably the best one's this pistol, I imagine. Alright, he doesn't know where I'm at again. Can you guys please stay somewhere? Like, stay... You know what? I'll just have you guys do that.
Attacking!
Never anger a man of the cloth.
What just come in here? Oh gosh. Oh no. Oh no. There's way more things shooting at me now. How? How could I win? Oh, how could I win against that? How can I win against that? That is complete and utter BS. Well, dang, that took him down, didn't it? Trial and error, I guess.
Here's a little trick I learned in prison.
Oh, he's back down again. I mean, it still didn't really do that much to him. Damn, Pravati, you are just, look at it, she is just, oh god. She is just, like, nailing him with that hammer. Alright, let's, all these things are coming. Dang, there's so many of them. How am I going?
Target lost. Security mark located.
I'm really not sure how to fight against those things. Okay, you guys do that. Now that you guys are up, I'm gonna just use them every time they get up. I'm gonna use them, especially what's her face. Look at them all in there. I think I have most definitely scratched the paint. They're getting ready to come out, and then I gotta figure out how to beat them, which is a problem. Yes, scratch the paint for sure. Yep, they're out now. Dang, man, they come out and just kill me so fast. I don't have any way of... I don't think I have any way of stopping that electrocution. Maybe get this gun back out. They're right here.
I'll keep quiet.
You do that. Where's he at? Over there with her, and somehow you don't even see her?
I've had quite enough of you.
I can get past this point at least. Okay, now he's... Oh, no, he's not either. Reload. think it may have quick saved and I didn't even realize it. Alright, she's down, so now I need to relax until they come back up, I guess. It's not popping up like it's quick saving, but I don't know, maybe it is. Maybe it... maybe you just can't get too close to the doors. It kind of seems like they shut down. Kind of seems like they shut down whenever you get far away from it. Okay, they're back up, good. Where's the canister? I can't see that.
I'll deal with... Here's a little trick I learned in prison.
I don't think that does really much of anything. Oh god! Okay, does he know where I'm at? I don't think he knows where... Oh, he's coming this way. So yeah, he kind of knows where I'm at.
May you find peace in death.
Bad thing is, I can't... He won't stay down long enough for me to really do much to him. Oh, they're out. They're out. Oh, there's so many of them. There's no way to kill them all. Like, how am I supposed to kill all them things? Oh, man. What am I supposed to do here? I'm missing something. Maybe if I... Maybe they're sealed. I was about to say, maybe if I can... kill them before they actually come out, but nope. I don't know, this may be a long, long process. Oh. Of course you fell back there where I can't get to you. Knockdown. Trying to see if I have any special weapons that might help me, but I don't really think I do. Let's see, armor 39, so it's 53, 56, 34, 54. A little better armor. A lot better head armor. I mean, this might help a little bit, but... I just feel like I'm missing something. There's something else I should be able to do here. Okay, they're back up. Good. Alright, here they come.
Here's a little trick I learned in prison.
There's one down. Oh, nope, he's not down. Oh, they got canisters too. Oh god, no! They just kill me so fast. Oh, man. I swear, like, there's no possible way. Like, I don't understand how in the world I could ever beat this guy. I mean, he's not a problem. It's those little flying things that come around. I got one more thing I can try. It might work. If I knew when they were coming out, it would help a lot. There they are. Oh my god, there's so much stuff going on all at once. Oh, I can't see the canisters. If you shoot the canisters, they go down. The problem is, they don't die. I'm about dead. Ah, shoot. Oh, well, that kind of worked a little bit better. I wonder if I have anything that resupplies that slow motion thing. I don't know if I do or not. I sold all of my stuff because I never really used any of it. I'm not sure it really does anything anyways. 24% health over last. Wait a minute, what now? What, is that different? Adreno time, Adreno. Liquid caffeine with boosters, your time, high movement speed 20%, melee weapon doesn't really do much. What is Adreno versus the inhaler? What's the difference? Oh, it does it all at once. Okay. I guess. I wish I could make like 2 or 3 of them things come out at once instead of all of them. that should bring them out. Yep, there they are. And I'm hurt again. God, they kill me so fast. This thing isn't working anymore. Crap, there you are. This is kind of working. Oh. Oh, don't use it all. Crap, oh crap. This is such a stupid way to beat this. Oh God! I think I've killed a couple of them. I've definitely killed a couple of them. Oh, there's more somewhere. Oh, shoot. No, 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 no. There's only one left. For now. Wait, wait. Where's he at? Oh no, come on, really? I don't know what to do. Because I think as soon as those are gone, I think there's going to be a lot more. I mean, afterwards, you know, they're just going to keep on coming over and over and over. I don't know how else to kill them other than what I'm doing. I don't see any... Whoa, that's weird. My microphone just done something. I mean, my headphones just quit working. I don't see any other way of doing anything.
Here they come!
Good start.
I'll take care of it. I'll take your confession now.
I mean, running back and forth like that seemed to help. They didn't shoot me at least as much. I lasted longer, which is a good thing. But, something was killing some of them. I don't think I killed all of them.
Security mark reacquired.
Alright, they're back up. Good. As soon as they come out. Oh, I can't see the thing. Where's that?
Never anger a man at the claw.
There's got to be a better way to do this than the way I'm doing it. It's going to be some kind of common sense thing that I can do to kill them so fast. Like, he rushes at you, and there's barrels on the side that you can shoot. But, I don't know. It's hard to tell when he's actually going to rush. She just kind of popped up out of nowhere. Alright, they gotta be coming out now. There's no way they're not. Yep, there they are. Run, 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 run. Okay, my buddies are dead. They don't know where I'm at. Oh, maybe that's what you gotta do. You gotta run and wait until they go back into their doors. Might just get away from them for a little bit. Oh, no, he's over there.
Right, here we go.
Oh, they're definitely all still here.
I've had quite enough of you.
Hopefully they don't kill me. I'm gonna try this and see if this works. What the heck? My buttons ain't working. Wait, hold on a second. I can't hear my dang. Gotta shorten my headphone cable. It's like sometimes it shorts out and I can't hear it. There we go. Oh crap, there they are again. They're like right on my heels. Run, run, run! Oh, this is so stupid. Such a ridiculous way to have to fight somebody. I'm trying to shoot him with a sniper rifle here, but I'm not sure if it's really doing much. Got that one down. Oh, there you are again. Okay, okay, okay. Stop. Oh, that thing's got to be about dead by now. Okay, you're dead. No, you're dead. Okay, whew, got them all. Nice. Jeez. Please let there be a checkpoint somewhere at some point. Okay, y'all are back up. That's good. Oh man, that's crazy. Oh yes, I suck. Let me save it. Nice, good. Oh, hi Vicar Max. Oh, you're the bad guy.
Your life was merely an illusion anyway.
Oh, come on. Got more of them out now? Sounds like it. Yep. Oh, that was not good at all. Oh man, run, 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 run. Reload my gun. Probably a bad place to do it. I missed it, dang it. Oh, oh. There's another one going. Oh man. Oh, there's so many of them. Slow motion thing, or time slow down, or whatever you want to call it, it doesn't last long enough. Oh god, there's so much going around me. Okay, you're dead. Oh god, they're all around me. Oh, shoot, man, I can't not get away from you. You're dead. You're dead. Okay. I think I'm good now. Alright, now I just need to wake my partners back up. Oh, don't see me, don't see me. Dude, stop. You're coming around too fast. My hand's falling asleep. This strategy is dumb, but it's working, so. Alright, there's another save. Good. I need a break. Dang. Alright, let them heal up all the way if they can. Dumb strategy. It's just so dumb that it might work. Wouldn't be that bad if it wasn't for them flying drones going everywhere shooting you with their whatever balls of electricity. Alright, you guys are almost healed up. I need you guys to be, like, really good, okay? Don't be dying as soon as we start like you have been. I need y'all to help me out here. Alright, here we go. We save. Y'all ready? You ready to do this? Bravati? Vicar? How much life's this guy got left? Can I see? Oh, he's halfway down. Awesome. Okay, I can see that. Here we go.
Try me.
Take care of him, buddy. Go for it. Put him on the ground. Oh, he's almost dead. Can't see his thing. There he is. Oh, missed him. Max, your turn. Oh, he's gone. Oh, there he is. Get him, Max. I don't think you did anything, Max, but good job trying. Provided you sit there smack him in the back with us. He has got to be about dead. Okay, here comes the drones. Yep, here they come. Heal yourself, fool. Why are you healing so slow? Why am I healing so slow? Holy crap. Aww. Oh, please start from my last save. I think there was more of them that time. Oh, man. If this starts me all the way back over at the beginning, I'm going to be super pissed. No, it didn't. Good, thank God. Look, y'all did an okay job. Well, Vicar, you did. No, one of y'all died early. Don't do that. What kind of gun is this? Is this a shotgun or an assault rifle? This is an assault rifle, I guess. No? Oh, that's right. Oh, that's okay. We'll just, Oh, you can only do so much damage, which kind of sucks. Before your slow motion thing runs out.
I'll take your confession now.
Dude, that's gotta be about it. There they are. They're back. Oh man, I just ran into every one of them. They're gonna kill me. There's no way I'm surviving this. I gotta get them following me in a big circle. Stupid headset, I swear. Bad time to reload. Yeah, that's down. Oh. Ow. Oh crap, nope, nope. There's only 2 left. Oh shoot, he's right beside me. Go, 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 go. Only 2 left. One. Right, reload. No, 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 no. Now, where's he at? Dead. Alright. Alright, now I need you guys to get back up. Dang it. You walk too fast, dude. Making progress. I think I should be able to kill him this time. Oh, you guys actually have things I can pick up off of you. That's nice to know. I'm not gonna be able to use none of it, but as soon as they wake back up, we'll save it again and go for the kill. Ah, come on. Okay, they're up. Good. All right, you guys ready? Where y'all at? Oh, there you are, right beside me. Here we go.
Here they come!
Where'd you go? Where'd he go? Oh, up there. He's dead. He's dead. Finally. Holy crap, that was ridiculous. The death was very anticlimactic. Alright, well. I'll take that. Ridiculous boss fight. Stupid. Not really fun. Difficult. I don't even know what else to say. There's gotta be an easier way. I'm gonna watch on YouTube after I get done with this to figure out if there's an easier way to kill him. I can't imagine there's not. Alright, well, let's go to the hibernation room, I guess. Hope that's the last boss I gotta beat. And I didn't even get a freaking achievement for that. I don't think. Alright, Chairman Rockwell, where are you? Anything down here? No, that's just another way up, probably. Oh, that's something? Nope. Oh!
Halcyon after all.
Wow, you don't even want to talk, do you?
Everything myself.
Okay. Are you serious? You didn't even let me shoot at him. You killed him before I even got into the door, you jerk. I wanted to kill him. I didn't even get a chance to talk to him. It's kind of stupid. Well, there's Phineas. Take the chairman's key. Alright, hold your horses. I'm gonna save it right here because I don't know if I use this, is it gonna electrocute him? Let me talk. Oh, I can't talk to him. Guess I gotta use it.
You don't know how glad I am to see you.
Sure I do.
You lunatic. You broke into the board's own fortress and killed the chairman just to rescue one doddering old man. You are absolutely out of your mind.
You're welcome.
And I can't begin to thank you enough.
Are you kidding? The board never stood a chance against me. I'm very full of myself. You know I wouldn't let anything happen to you, Phineas. But see, I don't know him that good, so I don't feel like I can say that. Do you have any idea how much trouble I went through to save you? We'll go to the number one. I don't know. Yeah, we'll go number one. I don't know which one to... I don't like any of these responses, so yeah, number one will have to be it.
Ah, all in a day's work for you, huh?
Yeah.
You've broken the board's stranglehold on this colony, and you saved my life. But there's still so much we have yet to accomplish. You and I are going to have to work harder than ever to save Halcyon. I'm afraid the situation is far worse than any of us ever anticipated.
Well, I mean, I feel like I've done my part. I think everything else should be up to you. Okay? Because I'm not a scientist, I just shoot stuff. That's all I do. Great. And I was just about to pop open some drinks and celebrate.
I would like nothing more than to celebrate this victory, but we have a serious problem on our hands. Earth has gone dark.
No.
We haven't received a single message in 3 years. There's been no communication, no signals, nothing. 2 years ago, the Earth's Directorate's frigate disappeared on their way back to Earth. We don't know what they discovered when they arrived, or if they arrived at all.
Earth is only an idea to us. But that idea is the bedrock the colony is built upon. If people were to find out it's gone dark, the shock could be too much to bear.
I don't want to imagine what'll happen once news gets out. Let's just keep this between us for now.
You mean we're all alone out here? Really alone?
I mean, you really have been the
I'm
whole time
afraid
anyway,
so,
right?
Miss Holcomb. Halcyon is the only home we have left. Returning to Earth is no longer an option. We're in serious trouble, my friend. Do you know what this means for Halcyon? We can't rely on Earth for support anymore. We've been cut loose. We're entirely on our own.
Wait, hold on. I need to ask you something.
Yes, certainly. I'll help however I can.
What do you think happened?
I don't know what happened, but something must have gone horribly wrong. I don't know why Earth's gone silent. I don't even know if Earth exists anymore. We have no connection back to Earth, and return is likely impossible. We're completely alone out here.
You mentioned a frigate disappearing?
You might have heard of the Earth Directorate's frigate. Half the colony's entire military was on that ship. They were returning to Earth when they vanished without a trace. That was 2 years ago. We haven't heard a word from them since. Whatever happened to Earth likely happened to them.
There's something else. I know about the other colonist, Phineas.
I wasn't trying to hide the truth from you, but after all you've done, I owe you an explanation. Yes, I experimented on the Hope's colonists. Each of my experiments ended in catastrophic failure. Each of my subjects died in agony. You are my first and only success. I didn't tell you about the others because I didn't want to burden you. My failures are my own to bear, not yours.
I'm cool with it. Well, better late than never, I guess. You're a murderer and a liar. No, I forgive you.
Thank you. Perhaps in time I'll learn to forgive myself. My apologies. I need to get a hold of myself. We've far more pressing issues to worry about right now. If you have any more questions, ask me. I'll answer as best I can.
I don't have any more questions. We've got work to do.
Yes, we do. You've done a marvelous thing. You've succeeded where anyone else would have failed, including me. We must begin the revival process immediately, starting with the Hope's brightest minds, and then we're going to fix this damn colony, one problem at a time. We're going to need a leader, and I can't imagine a better person for the job than you. What do you say, old friend? Will you help us?
Oh man, being able to live in Byzantium and kicking back with a cigar in my hand and a glass of whiskey and not having to shoot people's faces off. Yeah, I think I could get used to that probably. Somebody has to run this colony. I'm the only competent person left. Jeez, I'm so full of myself, it's ridiculous. You can count on me. I'll help you revive the other colonists. I'm going to do what I've always done, whatever I want, all the time. You can count on me. I'll help you revive the other colonists.
When I revived you, I thought you were going to help me save this colony. I was wrong. I had our roles reversed, you see. You're the one who's going to save us all. I'm just the one who set you on your path. You're the best thing to ever happen to Halcyon. If you want to take it upon yourself to lead this colony, you have my support. We're not a colony any longer, are we? Our last connection to Earth has been severed, and so we have been set free. Our future is uncertain, and no one knows what tomorrow holds. Exciting, isn't it?
Sure. The OSI teaches
that everything in the universe happens according to the grand plan. But the stranger that arrived in Halcyon was an unplanned variable. From the moment he landed in Emerald Vale, his actions altered the course of history. The events on Tartarus brought about the end of the board's authority. But the board's mistakes would haunt the colony for decades to come. The damage they left behind would require the work of a generation to repair. Dr. Phineas Wells began reviving a handful of the Hope's colonists. Engineers, scientists, technicians, and intellectuals. They were among the brightest minds the Earth had ever sent out into the stars. The Hope scientists and engineers woke up in a colony descending headlong into total collapse. With no way to return to Earth, they had no choice but to band together and devote themselves to the cause of saving Halcyon. The people of Halcyon were nothing if not hardy. In the absence of the board's authority, many of the colony's settlements banded together with a single purpose in mind: survival. Life was especially hard in the years to come. Some towns dissolved by attrition and starvation, but most of them found a way to carry on. In the years to come, Halcyon was forced to reckon with its newfound freedom. The board was gone, and for better or worse, the colony was responsible for its own destiny. Between MSI's worker-centric policies and the iconoclast's manpower, Sanjar and Zora were able to rally many of the Terra 2 townships to their cause. MSI's workforce swelled, and the Iconoclasts enjoyed a significant surge in their ranks. The board was too distracted by infighting and internal politics to stop MSI from becoming a powerful corporation and a refuge for townships that might have fallen through the cracks. Consumed by paranoia, Lilia Hagen took Sublight Salvage in a controversial direction, openly accusing board officials of an extraterrestrial conspiracy. One day, an accident at the Groundbreaker's docking bay silenced her forever. Time would tell if her replacement could keep the Sublight family together. Adelaide McDevitt replaced Reed Thompson as the leader of Edgewater. She and her followers transformed Edgewater in their image. Anyone loyal to Reed was pressured into leaving town, and those who stayed behind adapted to her way of life. Adelaide transformed the old cannery into a new garden. The nearby Edgewater Cemetery provided a convenient source of fertilizer. Under the leadership of Junlei Tennyson, the Groundbreaker held firm against corporate influence. The ship's mechanical stability gave Junlei the time to educate a promising generation of engineers schooled in her family's traditions. The future of the Groundbreaker looks promising. The rediscovery of the Hope and the abandonment of the lifetime employment program forced Byzantium to come to terms with some uncomfortable realities about the state of Halcyon. While Byzantines were reluctant to surrender the luxuries they'd grown accustomed to, the board's diminished authority gave them little choice in the matter. Nearly everyone had to learn to make do with less. Some even had to get jobs. It was a dark time indeed.
Yes, very dark.
Your influence shifted Ellie's perspective. She finally admitted, albeit grudgingly, that she just might need other people. Sometimes. With a steady income from the life insurance payouts, she was finally able to afford a ship of her own. She hired a small crew and flew supply missions to communities on the fringe. Some of them were even legal. Life in Halcyon was sobering for Felix Millstone. The grand revolution he dreamed of never came. There was no great awakening for the colony, no celebrations in the streets. There was only the hard, desperate work of trying to repair a broken colony. Felix never had a head for numbers, but if there was labor to be done, he was there to help. Eventually, Felix realized that the work of a revolution was done with two hands. As much as he enjoyed his adventures aboard the Unreliable, the vicar, known as Max, eventually decided that it was time to move on, to live out the life he had sought so long to create. He knew there were many in the colony who carried burdens much worse than the ones he had struggled with, and he devoted himself to easing their suffering wherever he could. He only ever took up arms again to defend the defenseless. Unshackled from a lifetime of striving and fighting the universe and himself, Vicar Maximilian de Soto was finally at peace. Once the matter with the Hope colonists was resolved, Junlei bashfully asked Parvati if she'd like to join her permanently on the Groundbreaker, and Parvati enthusiastically, if somewhat awkwardly, agreed. The stories of her adventures spread across the colony, and Parvati soon found herself the center of attention. Having served as the engineer of a renowned spacecraft, tramp freighters and wildcat miners sought her out by name, and in no time, she was a fixture in the Groundbreaker's mechanical ecosystem. She and Junlei were never far apart. Nyoka returned to Monarch to take another crack at making a permanent life for herself. She formed the Charon Group, a mercenary outfit of ragtag survivalists and wilderness experts. Anyone in need of a guide, or just looking to throw back a beer and swap stories, could find her camping on the trail or clearing an infestation. The SAM unit that accompanied you spread awareness of the product line's superior sanitation and maintenance capabilities across what was left of the colony. This led to a boost in SAM unit sales. Did you know that SAM units are the longest-lasting, toughest-acting cleaning solution in Halcyon? Minister Clark was released from house arrest, and his contact with you gave him a sense of renewed purpose and vigor. Once it became clear that no help would be coming from Earth, he threw his considerable efforts and talents into helping Halcyon manage the crisis before it. As for Dr. Phineas Wells, he spent his remaining years in his orbital lab. He eventually came to terms with his own past, and was able to forgive the mistakes of his younger self by devoting his remaining years to serving the colony. In the end, Dr. Wells was able to save every scientist and engineer aboard the Hope. Over the next decade, nearly all of the Hope's remaining colonists were successfully revived. Halcyon saw a period of rapid technological and scientific advancement. Breakthroughs in dietary supplements saved the colony from starvation. Geoengineering projects and social reforms began to change the structure and character of the colony. Dr. Wells laid the groundwork for the project to save the colony, but he would never live to see the fruits of his labor. He passed away a few years later. His work was carried on by the scientists and engineers he revived. Today, Halcyon has stabilized. The people of the colony work hard to adapt to their new circumstances. Nearby colonies send aid and supplies. Life will never be easy in Halcyon, but for the first time in its history, there exists a sense of real, genuine hope about the future. And what about you, the unplanned variable in the history of Halcyon? Long after Wells passed away, you carried on his work with more energy, determination, and brilliance than he could ever muster. The years that followed were hard, but Halcyon survived by the efforts of the Hope's most promising colonists, the greatest of which was you. No one knows what's happened to Earth, and no one knows what the future has in store for Halcyon. All we know for certain is this: the name of the Unreliable and that of its intrepid captain will remain the subject of countless stories for years to come.
Interesting. Well, so we found out what happened there. Pretty good game. A little bit too much talking, but that makes for a good story. So there's 2 DLC quests, I think, but and also I want to see and stream the other endings. So I'll have to find a YouTube video, because I'm not playing this game that many times, showing all the different endings, and I'll definitely credit that person who made it. And I think we'll do that probably after the DLC, just in case the DLC changes anything. I might do some research and see. I don't think it will, because you can't access the DLC once you enter into the boss fight or the boss area. So you should be able to go ahead and watch them, but we'll tackle that later on. I think I'm going to take a little break after the credits roll, and we'll be back probably, I don't know, might be back playing some Rock Band in a little bit. I'm going to play about 20-30 songs if you guys want to hang around for a little while and wait for me to start that up. We'll see. Probably in about 10-15 minutes. But until then, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this series. I'll be back with the DLC probably later today or tomorrow. We'll knock that out and go ahead and watch the remaining endings that we haven't saw yet, and then we'll jump into a new game. I just don't know what it's going to be yet. Aaron, thanks for hanging out for the majority of the stream. I appreciate it. Hope you have a good day. And yeah, man, we'll see all you guys later. Have a good one.